Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval World and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
This is also your closest stop from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. For those of you continuing on, make sure you move all the way down the bench. Make space available for guests who want to board the train, please.
Okay? Once again, there is any available space in the benches. Slide all the way down on the end of the road.
No, I'm not going to hold you because I'm going to jump down.
Thank you.
Alright folks, we're just pausing here for a quick minute to take on some water in the tender. As soon as they are done, we will be departing. So please remain seated at all times. We'll be leaving pretty quickly. Welcome aboard the Holiday 2, folks. Please remain seated. Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Also, please keep any smaller children away from those big train openings. We're now departing for Mickey's Toontown Depot. And please make sure all children are sitting all the way down or seated on your lap, not standing. Please make sure all children are sitting all the way down.
For those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the Rivers of America and entering...
All children need to be sitting down, not standing in front of you, sitting down on your lap or on the bench. Please make sure all children are sitting all the way down.
Beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of ear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings and step carefully from the train.
Mickey's Toontown Depot. Mind never been seated until the train has come to a full stop. This is going to be a gateway to all Disneyland and Toontown attractions and the Phantom Theater, where there are trumpets showing Tales of the Lion King, and will continue to do so throughout the day.
Hey, you're pretty good at this.
I think I've got 5 in the caboose.
Simba told her of his journey, and no, they did not know it yet. It was written in the stars. But these two were destined for one another. For the earth, turn away from the king I see
Welcome aboard the Holiday 2, folks. Please remain seated. Supervise your children and keep your hands on seat and legs inside the train all the time. Also, please keep your hands on the train opening. We're now departing for the Tomorrowland station, but I'm pretty sure we'll get there today.
Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain.
Permanezca sentado hasta que el bote se detenga y se le pida que se separe. Gracias.
We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Now arriving to Tomorrowland Station. Kindly remain seated until this train has come to a full and complete stop. This is also your stop for the Disneyland Monorail and Finding Nemo's Submarine Voyage. Please remain seated. Don't stand up yet. You're still standing. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. All right, now you're all standing up. All right. All right, now you may stand up. You're all standing up. Welcome aboard the Holiday 2. Folks, please remain seated. Supervise your children. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. Also, please keep any smaller children away from those big train openings. We're now departing from Main Street Station, but first we're going to take a little detour through the Grand Canyon and vistas beyond. Please, for the courtesy of those around you, while we're in this tunnel, please no flash photography, no video lighting, and please turn off any light-up toys.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the Primeval World, land of the dinosaurs. returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train.
Now arriving Main Street Station. Kindly remain seated until this train has come to a full and complete stop. As a reminder, Main Street Station only has stairs, no ramps or elevators, so please keep any strollers and wheelchairs folded until you reach the bottom of the stairs and street level. Welcome to Main Street, USA.